Hey everyone, Michael Estabrooks here again. I haven't done a vlog in a couple days, so I thought I'd talk about currently what I am working on and touch on a little bit of customer service of some videos that my girlfriend Sarah showed me that she was showing herself and she thought would be helpful for everyone on this vlog. I'll link those videos below when I talk about them. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is currently I'm working on my first ebook. I'm still trying to finalize it, and I hit a couple roadblocks. It's the reason I ended up doing an article the last 2 days on my personal blog, michaelestabrooks.com, of talking about the issues and the ways of getting around a roadblock. So with my ebook, I didn't want to spend the money using any service to make a cover for it and to make just a logo that looked representable and that looked professional. The issue that ended up causing for me, though, is sorry, make sure I didn't hit any traffic there. The issue I ended up facing is that the logos that I designed and the book covers that I designed just weren't to the level that I was wanting. And I had to come to the acceptance that sometimes it is actually better to hire a professional because it saves myself time and it will save me time to work on other projects. It'll get things done faster and continue the ball rolling forward quicker than trying to keep all my energy driving forward and doing everything personally. One thing that I'm starting to learn as I go further into projects is that sometimes it's better to hire a professional. It's great to have a mentor, and I touched on those two things with overcoming roadblocks. I posted the article this morning on. So I just kind of want to touch on those two areas, and that's what my big project at the moment. I really want to launch my first ebook. It's going to be on smoothies, and it will be coming on my smoothie website, maximum-evolution.com. Hopefully by the end of this week it should be launched. If not, it'll be early next week. Once I get all the details ironed out with getting it downloaded, accepting payments, notifying people, and I have kind of a marketing plan on how I want to market it out to everyone around the world, through Google, through AdWords, through Facebook. I haven't narrowed everything down. I want to still narrow down my budget for it, but I'll keep everyone up to date on that project. The second topic I want to touch on is customer service and extraordinary customer service. Not just answering emails or saying yes, no to customers' questions, but really digging deeper and making the best experience. The first video that my girlfriend showed me was about Taxi Terry. Now, if you want to actually watch this video, the guy that does the speech is unbelievably enthusiastic, tells one of the best stories that you'll hear, and it will motivate you to understand what customer service and customer expectation is. I'll try to summarize it. I'll try to tell the story as best I can, but I'll link the video in the bottom, or actually I'll link it on the screen so you can just click to it. But here I go. All right, Taxi Terry. This guy gets into the airport late at night. Taxi pulls up. Guy jumps out of his car and goes, "Are you ready for the best car ride of your life?" Guy's pretty taken back, but he gets in the car. The taxi driver jumps over, grabs his bag, puts it in the trunk, and they start off. As the taxi driver gets in the car, he says to the speaker, "How you doing today?" And he uses Mr. and his last name. Guy looks at him and goes, "How did you know that?" He says, I looked at your bag tag and thought, why not use it?" Now right there, by using someone's name personally in conversation, you are creating value. People want to hear their name because it draws their attention in that you're personally speaking to them. They are not man, they are not just hi. They want to be recognized in conversation. So the first thing that anyone can do is use people's names in conversation, in context, when you're speaking about them. You'll get their attention, you'll pull them in, and you'll make them feel more comfortable and build a bond with them. As they're driving along, the Taxi Terry decides to talk about his experience and what he's doing, and asks the speaker what he was in Florida for, in Jacksonville. And so the speaker talks, he's there to do to work with a couple companies and to do a speech. And You know, that's all great. Says our taxi Terry goes, "Sir, are you here to play golf or anything?" And the speaker says, "Well, you know, maybe, I'm not sure." Says, "Let's check the weather." Goes on, has a personal PC built right in, taps the screen, pulls the weather out instant, has a magnifying screen right on it, and the passenger in the back seat, the speaker here, can see instantly that the weather is going to be beautiful. When they get in the airport, normally a taxi driver would, when they got to the hotel, normally a taxi driver would get out, have his hand open, "Here's my business card, here's your receipt," and you know, there's the end of your drive. Taxi Terry decides to do none of these. Takes the bag out of the trunk, holds it out to the bellhop, so the bellhop can take it as if it was a child. That quality of service, not setting it on the ground, not throwing it out, not trying to race off. Tells the speaker, "You can go to my website, taxiterry.com. I'm franchising. And you can get your receipt, and you can reference me to anyone that you want, because I'm trying to set this up as a franchise." So here's a taxi driver taking a typical task that most people think of as, you know, a low-end job, that, you know, taxi services are terribly boring, and made it one of the best experiences ever. On top of that, he made customer value, and he also explains, speaker also explains that Taxi Terry has a database at home where he records conversations and puts in the information of a passenger, so the next time they call up, they can have a conversation about whatever was spoken of. So for example, one of the passengers might say, "Hey, my daughter goes to Vanderbilt University." Well, the next time this person gets in, Taxi Terry can go, "Sir, how is your daughter in Vanderbilt?" Right there, you are just building exceptional customer service. You are blowing away what customers expect of you in a typical taxi ride. It is not just getting from point A to point B, but it's making sure that you are completely satisfied with every bit of your ride, and you're getting information and you're creating value out of that ride, and not just feeling you're paying an overpriced experience and an overpriced fee to get from point A to point B. So the other video I'm going to touch on later on, but I'll link both in the bottom of the description. So check them out. That's my little vlog for today. I'll keep everyone updated on my projects, and I hope everyone enjoyed that. You know, work on customer service, work on creating exceptional value, and you know, make sure you overcome roadblocks and start building a team around you. Best of luck to everyone.